everybody, my name is EK, you're watching EKTech and welcome back to another video. So in my last review of the Rode Wireless Go, I promised I would do a video explaining how you can properly connect this device to your phone or any other audio device. Now, the reason I'm making this video very quickly is because I found a lot of tutorials on the internet, on YouTube specifically, that were decent, but they all forgot to cover some things, and I kind of want to try and make it a complete package here. So let's just dive straight into it. So first of all, this is what comes with the Rode Wireless Go. The Rode Wireless Go has a connector. As you can see, it is a connector with, let me just put it up real close here. It is a connector with 2 rings on it. This is known as a TRS 3.5mm connector. Now the other end is also TRS 3.5mm. Now, why am I explaining this? Well, it's because devices such as your phone, or at least the modern phones, let's say the past 5 years or something at least, don't properly support TRS. Because what TRS does is TRS sends a signal to your device with both the headphone and the microphone in one, and your phone will only recognize the headphone input, and it will not allow you to use the microphone because it sees your input as just the headphones. So if I were to grab this device right here, this is my sister's old phone because I'm using my own phone to record obviously, and I put this thing in here, you should at the very top see a headset without any microphone, and that just suggests that it's detecting this thing as just a headset. Now, generally it's very simple because what you have to do is you have to buy one of these cables that I have right here. Now these cables, these adapters actually, are known as TRS to TRRS adapters. Now TRRS is a bit different. As you can see, the TRS cable, let me just put it back up again, has 2 rings on it. The TRRS has 3 rings on it. Now the one with 3 rings is the one that can separate the microphone and the headphones from each other, and you can generally use this on any phone. That is, of course, if you have an aux port. So let me put this one right in here. Well, it's pretty hard without seeing it. Like, I'm seeing myself on camera right now. It's kind of hard to see what I'm doing because there's a slight delay on it. And if I put this one in here, it might not work because it's not really a microphone attached to it right now. I'm kind of curious. I haven't tested this. Yes, you can see now the headphone at the top again is there again, but in this situation, it does have a tiny microphone. Let me just put it up very close. It has a tiny microphone on it, and that shows that it's displaying the microphone input as well. Now something fell, so hold on. My poor Rode thingy just fell. Whoops. Well, that's a good durability test. I think these things are pretty sturdy anyway, so that's cool. Now, this is pretty much as far as people have been telling me on the internet because this is generally what people need. However, in my situation, I had a problem because my aux port wasn't working, which meant that I couldn't connect it through aux anyway. So what I needed to do is I needed to find a different solution, and the solution in my case was that I needed this one right here. This is a 3.5mm connector to a USB-C connect. Now USB-C is pretty much what every single device these days uses as a charging method. Maybe apart from some iPhones, I'm not quite sure whether they all use the same thing as well, because I don't use iPhone, but Android pretty much always uses this one. Now, this one can, of course, simply be plugged into your USB-C charging port. Then into that, you can put your TRS or TRRS connector, because you still need this one. If you put the TRS cable in, so the original cable that comes with the device, you still only get headset. It still doesn't work properly, so you need both the TRS cable, then the TRS to TRRS adapter right here, and then your 3.5mm to USB-C adapter as well. You put this one in and then it works. So this is good for 2 types of people. First of all, it's good for people who don't have a 3.5mm port on their phone, or other people like me who simply have a broken aux port, don't want to have it replaced because it's a tad bit expensive, and this should do the trick. So I hope this was informative, guys. This is pretty much everything you need to know in order to connect a device. One thing that's very important, by the way, just making sure everyone knows, is that not every single bit of software on your phone does support an external microphone. For example, If you go into your phone and you open it up and you go to the standard camera app, I'm not doing that because it's not my phone and I don't want to accidentally display some other information that might not be mine. But if you open up your phone and go to the general camera app, at least on Android, it doesn't work. It doesn't support external microphones. But if you download a specific program, for example, the one I used was Open Camera or something along those lines. I think it's Open Camera or Free Camera. It's a giant blue camcorder as an icon. You can just download that one. You can go into the settings. You can change the recording device from standard to external microphone if present. Plug it in. Make sure you see the little microphone attachment on the headphone icon at the top of your screen, and you should be good to go. So I hope this was informative, guys. If you have any questions regarding my setup or regarding setting this thing up in general, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. Have a nice day, guys, and I will see you around.